Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prisaya Bhutale Simati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sanyabadi Paschatya Desacharini Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Sapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Bandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yuta Padakaulam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagano
Recording in progress.
Shri Visakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prisabhani Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakal Pataru Vyascha Kripa Sundhyaye Vacha Patitanam Pavanivyo Vaishnavavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Ultara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Hare Krishna, my dear devotees, sannyas candidates. I've been requested to discuss the duties of the ashramas, and it is between two of us, His Holiness Sayam Bhagavan Keshava Maharaj and myself. So we have divided it into two sections. So Maharaj is going to take Vanaprastha and Sannyas, and we are going to look at the Brahmacharya and Grhastha, the duties in these ashramas. So the topic is something all of you already knows. So as a matter of duty, I'm just going to repeat. I'm just going to repeat everything. And I'm beginning a discussion from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 12. Narada Muni is speaking. Narada Muni said, this is in text number 1, Canto 7, Chapter 12, the perfect society for spiritual classes. Shri Narada Uvacha Brahmachari Guru Kule Vasandantu Guru Hitam Acharanda Savanicho Guru Sudridha Sohridha. So Prabhupada translated the verse as, Narada Muni said, a student should practice completely controlling his senses. That is one. He should be submissive to and should have an attitude of firm friendship with the spiritual master. 3. What a great vow! The Brahmachari should live at the Gurukul only for the benefit of the Guru. So 4 activities are here. The first activity is that is to control the senses, to practice controlling the senses. This is the foundation of a human life. There is no austerity, there is no scripture, there is no religion for animals. The human beings will have scripture, will have religion, will have rules and regulations. So human life begins from controlling the senses. It does not matter. This is the foundation. Even if you are going to be a householder tomorrow, you are going to be a vanaprasti, you are going to be a sannyasi. The foundation of all the ashram begins from the practice of controlling the senses. The senses has to be put under control. And because it is not possible for one to do this by himself, therefore it is compulsory mentioned here. Basan dhanto guru hitam. Acharan da savo nicho guru sohirita. Sudrida sohirida. It is compulsory that one should go to the spiritual master for discipline. It is for discipline. If you don't discipline the senses will remain wild. And to have a wild senses, we understand. The example is given. One is on a horse. The situation is not palatable. Or one is on the steering, on express road. And you release your hand from the steering until the car. You are free to go anywhere you want to go. Everybody knows the destination. The destination is not palatable. We are not going to get to the destination. You will have accident, that is sure. Similarly, without controlling the senses, all conditions shows will have accident, and that is going on perfectly. That everyone in Kali Yuga not passing through the Gurukul system of life. We are living a very, very dangerous life. And the whole world is feeling the effect of living a life of uncontrolled senses. So, that the Muni recommend that we should begin our life from controlling the senses. He should be submissive and should have an attitude, the firm attitude, firm friendship with the spiritual master. Firm faith, firm friendship with the spiritual master. The relationship should be very strong. What are we getting from this? A person who is who is drowning, who is in the well. A person who is in the well cannot get out by himself. We need a person who is outside the well to throw the rope inside the water. If the rope is thrown in the water, it is our duty to hold on to that rope. How we hold on that rope will determine how we are going to get out of the well. Suppose you just hang on, just hold one side, and you have no faith that the rope is strong. You have no faith that the person who is standing out has the strength to drag you out of the well. If you don't have trust there, if you don't have faith there, in that person, also in the rope, we are not going to hold on strongly. So that the Muni said here, we should be submissive and should have an attitude of firm friendship for the spiritual master. So if you are not holding very tightly to the rope, you will not be pulled out of the well. In the same way, if you don't have a strong relationship with the spiritual master, our faith will not be strong. Therefore, whatever instructions, whatever training which the spiritual master will give, we are not going to take it seriously. And as we don't take it seriously, there is no chance of getting liberated. So Radhamuni is recommending we should have an attitude of firm friendship for the spiritual master. And with a great vow, the Brahmachari should live at the Gurukula only for the benefit of the Guru. That means we don't have a separate interest, separate agenda. We saw that perfect attitude with Krishna himself, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, living in the ashram for the benefit of the spiritual master. It doesn't mean that one will not benefit. We are making a sacrifice which will draw the attention of the spiritual master. It will draw the mercy of the Guru on the head of the submissive disciple, a submissive student. Lokesha himself, he demonstrated this quality. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead according to the teaching from the Bible. It is said how God created this world. Let there be light, and there was light. Let it be water, and there was light, water. The Supreme Person, Lord Krishna, can do the same thing in the house of his Guru. When the spiritual master's wife requested, my dear student, today there is no firewood to cook. Go and bring firewood. Krishna was called upon. He would have said, let there be firewood. And they would automatically, like he did with other things, creating everything by sound. He would have also do the same thing. But Krishna did not do like that because he is a perfect teacher, the supreme perfect teacher, teaching how a disciple should behave towards the Guru. Krishna did not command firewood to appear by his mystic power. He personally went to the forest. He went to the forest as a menial servant. This is the recommendation from Srila Prabhupada. The attitude the disciples will have towards his spiritual master. Krishna went to the forest as a menial servant without false prestige, without false ego. Krishna will have, oh, you don't know I'm the Supreme. Are you sending me? You don't know I'm the Supreme. Or he should have even gone to school. When Vasudeva told Nanda Maharaj, I want these boys to go to school. Nanda Maharaj was surprised because Yashoda Mai told him, I'm giving you Krishna by my hand. You take him to Mathura and bring him back and deliver him to my hand. Only for that reason, Yashoda Mai allowed Krishna and Balaram to go. Getting to Mathura, after finishing the business, about to return back to Vrindavan, Vasudev said to Nanda Maharaj, I want this boy to go to school. It's a shock. He remembered the promise of his wife, which allowed how gave her the confidence to release Krishna. Now he's going to return back without the two boys. And Vasudev said this in the presence of Krishna and Balaram. But the Yashoda also said the same thing in the presence of Krishna and Balaram. So both of them, they heard both sides. Nanda Maharaj looked at Krishna's face. Krishna smiled. Krishna was smiling, meaning, I want to go to school. I want to go to school. He is a supreme. Why will he go to school? To learn from whom? He is a supreme teacher. So who will be his teacher? But Krishna accepted just to teach us a principle. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said, although I have no duty to perform, King Janak has no duty to perform. Still, because we are leaders, natural leaders, our activity will be followed by everybody. Therefore, we have to act as if, even though we are obligated. It is for teaching the populace. So as a supreme teacher, Lord Krishna went to the house of a teacher, Sandipani Muni, Jain. And now the wife of the teacher is sending him to the forest to go and bring firewood, and he peacefully, gently, happily went to the forest and suffered the pinching cold that devastating rain came. Actually, Krishna himself, while remembering this in Dwaraka, he told his friend Sudama, do you remember that day? That rain was not just ordinary rain, it was a devastating rain. And there was a tree that Krishna and Balaram could have climbed up there. They didn't climb the tree. They stood there because they want to do their service in such a way that the spiritual master's mercy will be drawn to them. So they did all the necessary austerity. The necessary austerity. Tapasya Brahmacarya Samena cha Damena cha Chagena Satya Sota Byam Yamena Niya Mena Va Dehavak Buddhijam Dhira Dharvagya Sradayan Vita Shiponti Agam Bahadapi Venu Gulmam Ivanala Tapasya. The life of a brahmachari, tapasya. Of course, there is tapasya throughout the whole 4 ashrams. Yes, it is austerity for controlling the senses, this austerity. So austerity is there throughout the whole 4 ashrams. There is austerity for brahmacharis, it's austerity for grihasthas, it's austerity for vanaprasthas, it's austerity for sannyas. Austerity throughout the 4 ashrams. Controlling the senses is an austerity. For conditioned souls who does not know what spiritual life. For some people, the 4 regulative principle is not an austerity. For people from India. In India, some people have never tasted alcohol before, so it's not austerity to say don't take alcohol. And some are also Nastika Brahmachari. They have never have any relationship with the people before. So for also it's natural. You cannot say it's an austerity. For those of us who are not from that continent at the present moment, before it was descent, at the present moment, it's a big austerity. So controlling the sense is a big austerity. Not eating meat. For some people, they have never tasted meat in their life, and they're not going to eat meat for the rest of their life. There's so many devotees in ISKCON who have never tasted this before, even though they joined ISKCON after some time. Still, because of the culture, the background, they have never tasted meat, alcohol, women, or gambling. But that is just small percent of the population of the world. Out of 9 billion people in the world, out of 9 billion, if you look at it, maybe 2%. So majority of us, 8 billion point something, controlling the senses is a big austerity. But that is the beginning of human life, austerity. Regulated life is life of human life. Unregulated life is life of animal. That is animal life. Unregulated life. So every human being should be regulated in everything that we do. So controlling the senses is the first item, the first duty of the Brahmachari, as mentioned here by Narada Muni. So Lord Krishna lived in the ashram of his guru for the guru's benefit. Means what? He was not collecting alms for himself. Whatever he collects, he's giving to the guru. Everything. There is nothing like sharing anything. That does not exist. Everything is for guru. That is Brahmachari life. That is human life. That is the training. That is the relationship between the guru and the disciple. Perfect example also we have in the scripture, in the Puranas, from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna did it perfectly. In this way, he was able to please his spiritual master. And the spiritual master blessed him. Sandipani Muni gave automatic blessing to Krishna, as Prabhupada said. The pure devotees they are very, very kind by nature. And when a sincere, bona fide student render menial service without false prestige, that will bring automatic blessing on the disciple. And that disciple will have no impediment in his or advancement in Krishna consciousness. This is the benefit. And Lord Ramachandra also did the same thing. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, he had a guru. Two, the spiritual one and the military guru. He has both. Military guru, Vishwamitra Muni, took him to the forest. He went. In the forest, Lord Ramachandra and Lord Lakshmana, they performed their duties so perfectly, so nicely, so wonderfully, with a lot of dedication that the heart of their guru melted. Vishwamitra Muni is not known to be a gentle person, like Vasistha. Yeah, Vasistha is opposite. Vasistha is very gentle. Vishwamitra Muni is not a gentle person, as we know from the scripture. Dhira Muni was after Ambarish Maharaj. Dhruva Muni. They are not known to be gentle people. But Lord Ramachandra performed his duty to his guru in such a way that Vishwamitra Muni shed tears of appreciation. He was so satisfied. He's a disciple. He's a disciple. The devotional activity of the guru melted the heart of the guru. Vishwamitra Muni embraced him very tightly, both of them, very tightly, because he was very satisfied. This is devotional service. Devotional service, Pradhanananda Maharaj was mentioned the other day. Pure devotional service is not different from Vrindavan. It's the same. Why? Because pure devotional service, where will it take us to? It's activity in Vrindavan. It's activity of spiritual world. So it is spiritual world. Or in other words, it is creating our spiritual life. It's creating our Goloka Vrindavan. That is pure devotional service. It's creating our Goloka Vrindavan. When a disciple pleases a guru, this is the experience. We also saw the same thing with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He satisfied his guru, Ishwara Puri. Ishwara Puri Goswami. Ishwara Puri Chandra Goswami. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu served him, personally cooked for him. Fed him. Ishwara Puri Goswami told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, "Oh, I came right on time. I came right on time." Yes, you came on time. You already finished cooking. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered the whole prasadam. He said, no. Let us share into two. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no. We cannot share it. I cannot share with you. This is the etiquette. I cannot share with you. What the guru collect, what the disciple collect, is for good. I cannot share with you. What I have prepared is for you. Ishwara Puri Chandra Goswami said, but then what will you take? I will make a different one. Don't worry. What I have prepared, all is for you. Take all for you. He served everything to Ishwara Puri Goswami. And he ate everything to his full satisfaction. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu put him to bed, massaged his feet, and fanned him. Meanwhile, he had not eaten. He was cooking because he's hungry. Of course, there is other meaning. He was cooking for a special master. Everything is perfectly arranged like that. Then, after that, massaged him, served him, worshipped him, washed his lotus feet. Relieve him from all the fatigue of traveling. Now, when it was time for him to eat, Lakshmi Devi personally came and cooked for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He did not allow Lakshmi Devi to cook for Krishna, for his guru. He personally served his guru. Then Lakshmi Devi served him. They taught us the process. It's the duty of a disciple. Whatever we collect, it is all for Guru. We saw the same thing with the Upamanyu and Domya Rishi. Upamanyu, perfect example. Upamanyu goes on his daily duties, taking care of the cows, milking the cows, serving the spiritual master. In this Shloka chapter, Canto 6, chapter 1, text 18 of Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada mentioned the sixth duty of a Brahmachari. 6 duties of a Brahmachari. Brahmacharya, the life of celibacy. Oh, it has 8 aspects here. 8 aspects. Had 8 aspects. So, it is mentioned, we're going to hear later, the Brahmachari should not eat until the Guru calls him. If he forget, the word used is if he forget. If he forget to call, if he didn't remember to call, the Guru will not remember. He will not forget. The Guru will not forget. He will remember. He always remember. Not that he forget. He never forget anything. But the word he uses, if he forget to call, if he doesn't remember, that means the disciples will fast that day, the Guru will not forget. He will always remember. Krishna and Sudama, Vipra, they didn't call their Guru in the forest. Hey, Guru Dev, yesterday we came to the forest and there was so much rain, the whole place was covered, we couldn't find our way back to your ashram. So please find a way to come and deliver. They didn't do like that. The Guru knew that, oh, 2 disciples are not here. Where are they? He asked. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also called all the disciples to come for blessings, Kolabesi that didn't come. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't forget. He said, where is Kolabesi? He asks. He knows. The Guru will not forget. So, if one is not called, it means it is deliberate. The Guru Dev needs you to, he wants you to fast that day for your own purification. Because he knows our karma. He knows our weaknesses. He knows where we are. And he knows what he will do to help us make progress. See, when the Guru did not call, it's not because he forgot. Because he knows that that is what we need. So, but the word used is if he forgets. Then irresponsible, inexperienced disciple. Gurudev, you didn't call me for prasadam. Did I make any offense? Did I commit offense? Gurudev, did I make any offense? You didn't call my name for prasadam. You call all names, but my name will not hurt. Am I not your disciple again? Are you rejecting me? A disciple will not do like that. A bona fide disciple will know, my Gurudev wants me to fast today. So it will be silent, because the message will be communicated silently. The disciple will understand what the Guru is doing. He will not go and ask Guru. He will take it, he will not make an announcement about it. He will take it silently. It's bona fide Guru and disciple, or bona fide Guru-disciple relationship. They knows. We saw that with Srila Prabhupada and Srila Bhakti Saraswati. When they first came, the first meeting, go and preach. Not initiated, not a regular follower, just a first meeting. What does that mean? They know themselves. So Upamayu was engaged in his Guru's service. And the Guru noticed that his chin was out. Huh? Why? It's out. The chin is, what does it mean? So Guru Dev, I'm eating something. What are you eating? When I go for baking, I will submit to you everything. So I need something. So I go second time. Gurudev said, that is wrong. You beg once, that is enough. Second begging, you are disturbing other people's share. It's wrong. Stop it. He stopped it for a few days. The hunger was disturbing. The hunger was disturbing. So he stopped. Because Guru said stop. So he stopped. Get hunger. It's okay. When he milked the cow, now he said, decided to take some milk. Yeah? Why? What are you taking? Oh, I'm taking some milk. That is wrong. That is for the calf. You have taken once, that is for me. Second time is for the calf. Why are you stabbing the calf? This is violence. Don't do that. Okay, Gurudev. Okay, Gurudev. After a few days, hunger. What to do? So the foam, which is from the cows, he would take the foam from the cow and say, this is wrong. This is wrong. Don't do this. Say, okay, I'm sorry, I'm not doing it again. After a few days, he hung. So when he took the cows to the forest, he was so hungry. After the whole day moving around, he was so hungry. He couldn't tolerate. So, unknowingly, he picked some leaves and chewed it. He didn't know those leaves were poisonous. He became blind. He couldn't find his way back to the ashram. On the process of trying, he fell in the well. So Guru didn't call Gurudev. Gurudev, no, today I'm in the forest, I fell in the well. He didn't call, but Gurudev, what is the disciple? He went personally to the forest, searching for his disciple. When he found him, he brought him out. So what happened? He explained all the details. It's okay. Now you should pray to Swami. They will give you your eyes back. So he prayed. Swami Kumaras came and gave him boga for eating. So he didn't eat it. So eat it now. He said, no, I cannot eat. I will not offer to Guru. So you have to offer. This is for you, not for your Guru. He said, no, everything is for Guru. Oh, your Guru, when he was serving his spiritual master, he did like this also. He didn't offer to his Guru. So you should do the same thing. He said, no, that is his own life. My life is different. My life is, I should offer first to my Guru. So I'm going to offer it to Guru first before I take. That's Swami Kumara was very, very satisfied that he passed the test. They gave him back his eyes. This is the duty of Brahmachari. Text number 2. Sayam prapta upasita Uragni araka suryo tamam Sandhye ubecha yata vag Japan Brahma Samahitaha. At both junctions of day and night, namely in the early morning and in the evening, he should be fully absorbed in thought of the spiritual master, fire, the sun god and Lord Vishnu, and by chanting the Gayatri mantra, he should worship them. The duty of Brahmachari, practicing. Both morning and the evening, absorption in the spiritual master. Yes, the fire god, the sun god, Vishnu. This is the meditation for a disciple, Brahmachari. The disciple, the Brahmachari. This is the training. Text 3. Being called by the spiritual master, the student should study the Vedic mantras regularly. Chandamsi adiya adi yita guru ahutascha shuyan trita upakrame vasalecha charano sirasa namet. Being called by the spiritual master, the student should study the Vedic mantras regularly. Every day before beginning his studies and at the end of his studies, the disciple should respectfully offer obeisances under the spiritual master. This is the process. And I remember in the beginning of our coming to crystal consciousness, this is what we do. a devotee would never leave the temple without first of all going to the temple room, offer obeisances to Prabhupada. Now we have Prabhupada in the ashram, an asana. Go to Prabhupada to offer respectful obeisances, to take permission to go out. Either you are going to market, you are going for anywhere we are going. We cannot go without going to take permission from the spiritual master. Srila Prabhupada is there in the temple room. And when we come back, we also come straight back to Prabhupada before going to the ashram. This was the training. Accountability. These days we have temples, disciple can pass through the back to wherever we go and come back through the back to wherever we are coming from. There is no spiritual master consciousness in our activities through the whole day. Every day, everything is all done absent-mindedly. But the Muni did not approve that here. The Muni said he should respectfully offer obeisances unto the spiritual master, both morning and evening. As you get up from the bed, the first thing is obeisances to the spiritual master. As you go to bed, the last thing also obeisances to the spiritual master. That is the culture, that is the training. And for those who maintain it till now, can see the benefits of this. Naremoni continued, text number 4. Me kalajine basamsi jata danda kamandalum bibrad upabitam cha darba paniri jato ditam. Carrying pure kusa grass in his hand, the Brahmachari should dress regularly with a belt of straw and with deerskin garments. This we are not doing today. We wear dhoti and we wear sari. So we are not wearing deerskin now. One Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw one of his salis. No. I forgot the name. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
Brahmanand Bharati Maharaj.
Brahmanand Bharati, yes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not approve of that. Thank you. He walked past him deliberately, not like this. When they say Mahaprabhu, Brahmanand Bharati, he said, no, where is him? I didn't see him. Immediately he was able to understand. Oh, my guru did not approve of my my attitude. He changed automatically. This is spiritual life. So now we Chaitanya is teaching that is not what we should do. Now we wear dhoti. We put on nice dhoti, nice sari, and it should be fresh, clean dhoti, always fresh, clean. Dirtiness is not part of austerity, not an austerity. It is not good. Yes, he should wear matted hair, which we don't do this year. Carry a rod and water pot and be decorated with a sacred thread, as recommended in the Shastras. Yeah, if we don't wear matted hair. We cut our hair. Cleanliness, clean, no attachment to hair. So we gradually develop our mystic power will develop according to how we are developing our spiritual power. If you develop mystic power without the spiritual power, we become proud, become puffed up, and it will become a disaster in our life. We have seen that in so many of the mystics. But if we develop a spiritual power by practicing the pure devotional, say we develop spiritual power, automatically the mystic power is there. It will never become an impediment in the part of our spiritual life, on the path. It will not be an impediment. Those who go directly to developing mystic power, they will have difficulty because there is pride. Naturally, there will be pride. And that would be a destruction. Well, like Mahabharata has a lot of pastimes about it, stories about that. But we shave our head. Dreadlock, it has a mystic power. We shave our head so that we develop our spiritual power naturally. Spiritual power will come naturally on the part of, as we continue to grow spiritually, but developing that. Along with that, like if you have $1,000, right? If you have $1,000, $100 is there, yeah? 500 is inside. See, so if you have a spiritual power, mystic power is automatically there, and everything also automatically there. Is there. So in this way, the system which our charities has given to us today has a lot of protection. There's protection in all directions. Physical protection, mental protection, spiritual protection, they are all in one place. By following this system we are following now. So we have protection. Our charities have perfectly designed everything that by following this system we will have, as we are already a successful devotee. A successful devotee. Because one should go to the spiritual master for discipline. One a lady asked Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, you are not different from your book. Say yes. So I can read your books without accepting a spiritual master. Prabhupada said no. Madhu Sevita Prabhu, he rephrased the question. So Prabhupada, she is asking you say that everything you have put in your book. Yes, Prabhupada said yes. This your book is not different from you. You are the same. Prabhupada said yes. So just by reading your book, that is sufficient. I don't need to have association with somebody else, because this is association. I don't need another guru. Yeah, this is sufficient. So Prabhupada said no. You cannot go to bookshop and buy a medical book and read and become a doctor. You cannot. No. I know everything detailed. Yes. You cannot operate. Why? There is something which is missing. What is missing? Where is the discipline? Where is the discipline that will make us humble? The discipline which will remove the danger of pride. Who is going to give you that? The book will give us that? No. It's a person representing Prabhupada that will do that. So we go to a guru for this discipline. Sayam pratas chadet Bhakshyam Guravetan Ivedayet Bundita Yadi Anu Gyatu No Chet Upavaset Kwachit. The Brahmachari should go out morning and evening to collect alms, and he should offer all that he collects to the spiritual master. He should eat only if ordered to take food by the spiritual master. Otherwise, if the spiritual master does not give him order, he may sometimes have to fast. This is deliberate. Forgetfulness. It is not punishment. Starvation is different from austerity. Starvation means I don't have. So the alternative, you don't have anything to eat. There's nothing to eat. See, austerity is a deliberate, voluntarily accepting some discipline for something higher. The spiritual master's goal in accepting the disciple is to train the disciple perfectly, nicely, so that at the end, Either he remains a brahmachari or get promoted to sannyas, or he goes through as a house order to vanaprastha to sannyasi. Whatever may be the situation, the aim, the foundation is to help the person to ultimately go back to Godhead. So Lord Savdev said, if a guru does not have that capacity, don't become a guru, don't become a teacher, don't become a mother, don't become a leader in any way, because where are you going, and where will your followers go? If I'm not going to Godhead, where will my disciples go? Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Can you mute yourself, please? Hare Krishna. This is not my voice. Charu Chanda Prabhu. Can you mute yourself, please? Thank you. Yes. Have you eaten today? Have you eaten today, Charu Chandra Prabhu? Have you taken prasadam today?
Yeah, I'm traveling, Maharaj.
Have you eaten? That was my question. Whether you are traveling or not traveling. Have you eaten today?
Maharaj.
Have you eaten? Yes? No?
Yes.
Oh, Guru asked you to eat? Did you take permission? Brahmachari! Not Brahmachari. You didn't take permission. You have eaten. Go and learn from Upamanyu. You should go and learn from Upamanyu. Yes. That is the principle. This is the principle. The principle is simple. Yes. Text 6. Sulelo Mitabuk Daksha Sadadano Jitendriyaha Yavat Artam Yabaharet Sri Sustri Dirjite Sucha. A brahmachari should be quite well behaved and gentle, and should not eat or collect more than necessary. A brahmachari should be quite well behaved. He should be gentle and should not eat or collect more than necessary. Yesterday, it's only Galana Namara was telling about Atyahara. Ati Ahara. Ati Ahara. So, no, which is Rupa Goswami's instruction, letter of instruction. Yes, well behaved, should be gentle, should not eat or collect more than necessary. He must always be active and expert, fully believing in the instruction of the spiritual master and the Shastra, fully controlling his senses. He should associate only as much as necessary with women or those controlled by women. So many items are here in this one. Regulation. This is regulation. Gentle. How wonderful it is every time we look at our scriptures. How wonderful it is. When we look at our scriptures, you see how beautiful. Can we imagine how our life will be if we are practicing this kind of lifestyle? The Ramon is teaching a brahmachari should be quite well behaved. Good behavior. We should behave nicely. I am seeing in our ashrams I'm seeing my ashram so much impersonalism in our life, so much impersonalism. I've seen not brahmachari, so much space out, so much disrespect, no gentility. Look at what Narada Muni is saying. A brahmachari should be quite well behaved. I mean, like, look at Narada Muni himself. This is what he said in the first canto. He said, even though I'm a boy, I'm a child, I never play football or cricket. I never speak uselessly. I never play frivolously. I was very submissive. I was gentle in my behavior. I had full faith in the spiritual masters. And in the association with all these qualities, I developed their qualities. I was affected by their bhakti. We should be affected by whomever we are associating with. This is life. This day we see this. I've seen spiritual masters are very, very gentle, very humble, but their disciples are full of ego. So many ego I have seen. So much ego is so high, like my own. Yes, my ego is because there is nothing wonderful about my life. See, if I don't have ego, how will I survive? To survive, I have to have ego. That's the only way I can survive. That's the reason why I have ego. If I have education, if I have opulence, if I have beauty, if I have facilities, I have knowledge, then I'll be humble. But these things are not there. Therefore, to exist, at least to exist, so I can see people's face. So I kill my ego. But those of us who are very powerful, I know all of you, all this candidate, I know most of you, how knowledgeable, all of you. So you should not have ego like me, and you should not have my problem. You should be more gentle, submissive, not arrogant, and impersonal, without good behavior, no good attitude, don't have good relationship with each other. We should not be like me. We should be different because we have more facilities than I have. It's not a license for me anyway. That's not a license, but it's just that circumstances. Yes, circumstances. This is the process that the money is giving. 7. Varajayet pramada gatam agrihastu brihad brata indriyani pramatini harantya piyate manaha. A brahmachari, or one who has not accepted the Grhastha Ashram family life, must rigidly avoid talking with the women or about women, for the senses are so powerful that they may agitate even the mind of a sannyasi, a member of the renounced order of life. That is true. Visamitra Muni fell down after. When did he fall down? Visamitra Muni. At what time he fell down from his practice? Visamitra Muni. At what stage he fell down? Anyone? Nana Kumara?
When Hare Krishna Maharaj,
Hare Krishna.
when Menaka came to his how to say
Ashram?
Guhya, place where is he meditating.
Okay.
And he even he doesn't saw her, but
Uncle Bell. Uncle
yeah.
Bells.
Uncle Bell, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else
Thank
want
you,
to
sir.
contribute? Thank you. Anyone else want to contribute? At what stage, what level, where were he before he fell down in his practice? How old was his practice How many years before he fell down?
60,000 of years. Maharaj.
60,000 years. Can you imagine? 60,000 years before he fell. Not 1 year, not 2 years, not 10 years. 60,000. Yes. Yes, Santan the Singha Maharaj. Prabhu.
Yeah, Dhanyavad Maharaj.
Irrigation.
Maharaj, so where is he also?
Yeah, Subramuni. How many years? How many years?
10,000. Up to 10,000 years.
Practicing for such a long time. Then he got married. What? So what does it mean? The senses are very stubborn. This is what Arjun told us in Bhagavad Gita. The senses are very, very stubborn. Therefore, there is a care. There's a need to care. There's a need to care. We should care. We should be careful. We should be careful. The caution. This is the word. Caution. Every devotee should always have this in the back of our mind. Every devotee, according to my spiritual master, a spiritual warrior. A warrior means what? They are fighting. They are going to the war to fight. So we are warriors. Warrior must be well armed, so that the money is giving us all the ammunition we need to keep with ourselves to be successful. And most importantly, we should not think that in everything that we do, the whole of our life, either sleeping or awake, inside or outside, we should be very conscious that we are at war. We are at war. At every moment we are at war. We should be conscious of this, so that we are prepared. We are prepared. If you are not prepared, take everything for granted. Now the money is sitting, we don't recognize it, then we will have difficulty. And another point which we should seriously consider: offenses which is very easily done. Minimizing devotees, looking at devotees on the bodily platform, very, very dangerous, that we should carefully try to avoid. And then text 8, Kesa prasadano marda snapat na bian jana dikam gurus stribiri yubati bin karayan nadmano yuba. If the wife of the spiritual master is young, a young brahmachari should not allow her to care for his hair, massage his body with oil, or bathe him with affection like a mother. Yes, this should be avoided. And then Nanwagni Pramada Nama Grita Kumbha Sama Puman Sutama Pirahu Jahit Anyada Yavat Artakrit. Woman is compared to fire and man is compared to a butter pot. Therefore, a man should avoid associating even with his own daughter in secluded place. Similarly, he should also avoid association with other women. One should associate with them only for important business and not otherwise. The Prabhupada said in the purport, if a butter pot and fire are kept together, the butter within the pot will certainly melt. Woman is compared to fire and man is compared to butter pot. However advanced one may be in restraining the senses, it is almost impossible for a man to keep himself controlled in the presence of a woman. even if it's in his own daughter, mother or sister. Indeed, his mind is agitated even if one is in the renounced order of life. Therefore, Vedic civilization carefully restricts mingling between men and women. If one cannot understand the basic principle of restraining association between man and woman, he is to be considered an animal. Animal! That is the purport of this verse. Haribo. That is what prophets have said about it. The Muni have said about Brahmacarya. Now we will look at the Grhastha Ashram. What is the duty of the Grhastha Ashram? The duty Grhastha Ashram, also we are looking at chapter 14. Ideal family life, chapter 14. See, Narada Muni is speaking. Narada Muni is speaking. To Yudhishthira Maharaj, who asked the question. Yudhishthira Maharaj asked a question to Narada Muni. Sri Yudhishthira Uvacha Grhastha etam padavim bidina yena chal jasa yayadeva risi buruhit madrisho grihamudadi. Maharaj Yudhishthira inquired from Narada Muni, "O my Lord, O great sage, kindly explain how we who are staying at home without knowledge of the goal of life may also easily attain liberation according to the instructions of the Vedas." Sri Narada Uvacha Griheswavastito Rajan Kriya Kurban Yatu Chita Vasudevara Panam Sakshat Upasita Mahamunin. Narada Muni replied, "My dear king, we should know Narada Muni, Yudhishthira Maharaj is not asking a question for himself. He is asking a question. This is the duty of a magnanimous people. Magnanimous people, they are called magnanimous. Not because they are famous, they are powerful, they are rich, they are duty. These are not what makes someone to be described as magnanimous. One is called magnanimous, or magnanimity means that one is distributing what is the need of the living entities in this material world. What will help people to get out of this material suffering? And yesterday, Prahlada Maharaj told us the greatest. What is the greatest? We have. What is that? The greatest gift. Yeah, to give the holy name. To give someone a holy name. That's the greatest. There's no charity which is equal to that. It's up to that. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is creating a situation where Narada Muni will give instruction for all of us. Those who may not have the chance to ask an intelligent question like he is asking. So for our own benefit, Yudhishthira Maharaj is speaking. We should remember that Yudhishthira Maharaj and his brothers, they are eternal associates of Krishna. So they are not conditioned souls. So he is not asking as a householder. Don't forget, Hanuman told us, Hanuman was speaking to Narada Muni. He said, it is from Bhagavatamrita, Swami. Hanuman said to Narada Muni, see, the Pandava's devotion for Krishna is so strong that their bhakti forced to Krishna took Krishna away from the Munis, the sages, the people who have performed austerity in the forest, meditating for years on Krishna. Krishna left them to come and stay with the householders. Can you see? Krishna left the saintly sages in the forest. He left them there to come and stay with householders, the Pandavas. And Krishna lived with Yudhishthira Maharaj exactly like he lived in Goloka, like in Vaikuntha, in Dwarka. Exactly. There's no difference. It means what? That is his abode. They were no different. It's the devotion of Yudhishthira Maharaj. So he's asking a question here. It's not always a householder. We should be careful not to think like this. They are pure devotees who can ask this question for the benefit of the whole world. Now we are studying it. If he didn't ask this question, how will Narada Muni speak, and how will we get to know it? So all glories to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Narada Muni replied, "My dear king, those who stay at home as householders must act to earn their livelihood instead of trying to enjoy the result of their work themselves. They should offer this result to Krishna, Vasudeva. How to satisfy Vasudeva in this life can be perfectly understood through the association of great devotees of the Lord, like Narada Muni." So, as Narada Muni is teaching Brahmacharis, Grhasthas, Vanaprasthas, and Sannyasis, so it is our duty, it's our responsibility to teach everyone what is the goal of life. Should be liberal like Narada Muni, teach everyone. We should teach everyone, all conditioned souls. I'm not going into the purport, so we can cover our period. Of course, Purport Prabhupada has said, the format for Grihastha life should be dedicated to the Supreme Personality of God. In Bhagavad Gita it is said, Anashrita karma phalam karyam karma karotiya sasanya sicha yogicha na nirakni na chakriyaha. One who is unattached to the fruit of his work and who works as he is obligated is in the renounced order of life, and he is the true mystic, not he who lights no fire and performs no work. Whether one acts as a brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, or a sannyasi, he must act only for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva, or Krishna, the son of Vasudeva. That is the principle. Text 3 and 4. A grihastha must associate again and again with saintly persons. Means what? A householder's duty, his duty is to invite the sadhus to the house and do what? Hear from them how to serve Lord Krishna. The grihastha must associate again and again, not just once, with saintly persons. And with great respect, he must hear the nectar of the activities of the Supreme Lord and his incarnations, as these activities are described in Srimad Bhagavatam and other Puranas. Thus one should gradually become detached from affection for his wife and children, exactly like a man awakening from a dream. A grihastha should invite sadhus to the house. When he invites them to the house, how he should behave, how should he serve the sadhu who come to the house? What is the attitude, what is the behavior? So we are talking about a householder inviting sadhu to the house to hear to hear about Vasudev, how to serve Vasudev, because the idea is that one is called a householder because Krishna is there in the house. Otherwise, a house which does not have Krishna, it is not a householder, not a Grhastha, it's a Grahamedi. So householder means Krishna is there, and Krishna is one of the children. So we have to treat Krishna exactly like we are treating our family members, and in that way, Krishna will take our attention instead of focusing our attention in the house and forget Krishna. Krishna will take our mind, and eventually will become Krishna conscious. So Krishna in the house is the loophole to drag us from the cycle of material contamination and make us a pure person. This is the idea. Why such a practice is applicable? In a society where spiritual values are the norm and spiritual advancement the goal, the saints who represent the principles are highly respected and the object of service for everyone. While such a practice is applicable to all varanas and ashramas, it is said that grihasthas have a special responsibility in this regard. Amongst the many kinds of saintly persons, Narada Muni emphasizes those who are samadrik, which Srila Prabhupada translates as saintly persons who make no distinction between one living being and another, and who see every living being as a spirit soul. If we don't understand this formula, we will go on speaking about unity and diversity. We can always speak about it, but we will never have it in practice. To be able to have unity and diversity, we must come to this platform. Proper translated samadrik as saintly persons who make no distinction between one living being and another, and who see every living being as a spirit soul. And among such sadhus, Vaishnavas are more special still. Or they recognize that all souls are servants of Krishna. This chapter will center around service to Vaishnavas, although the general principle applies to every holy man and woman. There are 4 principles of service for Vaishnavas when we invite a sadhu to the house. 4 principles are there. Reception. How we receive the sadhu to the house. Look, Rishi Kumara Prabhu.
Hello, Maharaj, is it okay if I ask a question or should I ask it towards the end?
Yeah, I was thinking that we can interrupt, but we are almost close. Maybe we should just wait. Let me finish. Just write it down.
Okay.
Just write it down. We'll take it after. In a few minutes, we'll go for question and answer. Reception is the first thing. How do we receive the guests? The sadhu we are inviting them. How do we receive? I went to. Someone invited me to the house. So when we go to the house, they came out, which is the etiquette. They came out. The husband and wife, they came out. They came out with the water to wash my feet outside in their courtyard, not in the room. This is a disrespect. So I told him, I'm sorry. I will not do it. If you want to wash my feet, it should be inside. I should be comfortably seated. Then you can do that. This is what is in the scripture. And if you feel that I'm a contamination because I have African body, I'm a contamination, please, I didn't send invitation to you to invite me. You call for me, and I honor that. I can say no, but I honor your request and coming, and you are coming to wash my feet outside, so that I don't come and dirty your room. I'm going back from here. He started begging. I said, okay, I have come here. I don't have to also act like you. I will go to the house and I will speak, but don't wash my feet. Don't touch my feet. I don't have a disciple here. It should be done by disciple. So you're not a disciple, so please don't wash my feet. So I didn't do it. This is wrong. Krishna did not do that to Sudama Vipra. Yudhishthira didn't do that to Narada Muni. And all the sages in the scripture, we didn't see that anywhere. Where is this coming from? Where is it coming? This is Kali Yuga style. So it is very dangerous. It is very, very dangerous to ask a sadhu to come to here. Whatever, since you have seen him as a sadhu and is coming to the room, if you don't treat him with respect, you are in serious trouble. Serious trouble. One can go to hell for that. If a sadhu comes to the house and lives with anger and trouble, there's nothing inauspicious in that in your life. So a reception, that's the first thing. The second thing is respect. Respect, which he didn't offer. He didn't offer respect. Although it is respect to come outside to receive the sadhu coming, but he did not do the right thing. Third thing is association. Third, association. And then the fourth one is service. And the discriminating householders should render these kinds of service according to Vaishnava level of advancement. Do you know if that person is a Paramahamsa? Is it due to the body, Paramahamsa or Kanista or Madhyam? Is it the body or the soul? So by looking at the body, can you tell if he is a Kanista or Madhyam or Uttam? Can you tell? Is it purification or perfection or purity? Is it the country one is born into, or the family one is born into, or the position or the status which we have in the society? Is that the qualification for to be a sadhu? No, the scriptures say a complete different thing. So it is very, very dangerous. While it is important for householders to invite the sadhu to come and speak, and the money is describing, is giving, it's a duty for householder to do this. At the same time, you should know how to perform this duty, otherwise it becomes destructive. And the discriminating householder should render these kinds of service according to a Vaishnava level of advancement, which means increasingly elaborate service to the third, second, and first class devotees. If one lacks the discrimination to distinguish the relative spiritual strength of Vaishnavas, then he should worship all devotees equally and according to one's full ability. In this regard, some word of caution is necessary. Since a neophyte Grhastha does not know how to properly relate to Vaishnavas, he will show prejudice to them based on their Varna, Ashram, initiated status, and bodily beauty, thus risking Vaishnava aparada. Therefore, such a Grhastha should take guidance from an intermediate devotee on how to worship Vaishnavas, and then make every effort to abandon his miserly mentality by rising to a higher status of devotion. The general etiquette is the general etiquette in receiving a Vaishnava is that the host offers obeisances immediately upon seeing his guest. Greet them with a word of welcome and offers them a sitting place, which the other person did not do. That's the etiquette. Immediately upon seeing the guest, greet them with word of welcome. We should be happy. We should be joyful. We should know that my fortune has come. That should be the mentality. My fortune has come. And offers them a sitting place. After inquiring about the Vaishnava's welfare, he should offer them prasad and other suitable services according to the host's means and the guest's status. When a Vaishnava depart, they should be accompanied some distance and bid a sweet farewell. It is said that for a period of 12 years, the family deity will refuse the worship of the Grhastha who fails to properly receive a Vaishnava guest. 12 years. The deity you are worshipping will never see your face. Therefore, it is important to know the principles. If you know the principles, then inviting a guest to come and speak will be fruitful. It will give the best result. When they leave with that happiness, with that joy, we will feel elevated in our consciousness. We will feel the effect of it. It should be happy. Text number 5. Yavad aratam upasi no dehegehe chapan ditahan virakto raktava tatra rigloke naratan yaset. While working to earn his livelihood as much as necessary to maintain body and soul together, one who is actually learned should live in a human society unattached to family affairs, although externally appearing very much attached. Anyway, these are some of the duties of Grhastha, which I want to share with all of you. I know all of you already know all these things, but I've been requested to do it, so I'm doing out of duty. It's not because you don't know, I'm doing out of duty. So, all right, any comment or questions? Comment? Rishi Prabhu has a question before. And okay, Sundar Gopal Prabhu. All of you are Pandit. What do you want to comment? Only Pandit, comments I want from you. No questions. Only comments. Yes, what is that comment?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my business.
Thank you very much.
Maharaj, thank you so much for explaining the duties of various ashrams. Maharaj, I had not a comment but one question. When you were explaining about the duties of the brahmacharis.
Yes.
So, like you were saying that Guru's benefits, one should live in the ashram for the Guru's benefit.
Yes.
So, like in the context of ISKCON, like you mentioned that everything should be offered to Guru. And then, so in the context of ISKCON being the institution, so that Guru means like the person, like suppose we get whatever donation or anything, or in big arms, then that should be given to the guru person, guru by which we are initiated, or to the institution, like exactly or how to understand this in the context of ISKCON.
Very good, very good. Thank you. Thank you for a nice question. Yes, it is all the collections that the disciple collects to be given to a guru. It means that their guru is not going to, for example, this Holy Krishna Maharaj, he has so many temples in India and outside India. So if you are not in India, if you are serving in US, or you are serving in Mauritius in Africa, you are a disciple. So what will you do? It does not mean you have to send it to East of Kailash where Maharaj is staying. No, it should be given to who is representing him in that place. That's given to Guru. The person who is representing him in that place, like the managers there, everything is given to the manager because they are representing the Guru. So they are also Guru's expansions. So when we do that, it's automatically going to go. Just like the Guru himself is not alone. He has to give to his Guru. The Guru gives like this. Automatically goes. So it's a parampara system. We'll give it to where we are. Now it will go to him. The same way with service. Wherever we are, we should do service in that place. It's not necessary that the Guru has appointed, okay, you should only do this Sankirtan. No. Whatever service is given to us in the particular temple where we are, we should do that with the consciousness that this is for my Guru. And wherever the Guru is, he will get it. And you get the reward. That is how it works.
Thank you so much, Maharaj.
All right. Hare Krishna. Rishi Kumar Prabhu.
Thank you very much for everything. I had so much to write today, I'll have to go through it again. My question is regarding the fact that you highlighted how it is important to maintain unity in diversity, of not making any distinction and seeing everybody as spirit souls. At the same time, in a few shlokas before, there's so much being talked about how one has to be very, very careful in our dealings with the other gender. So what is the practical way to balance it so that we protect ourselves and at the same time ensure that the other gender feels sheltered and secure?
Very good.
Not
very good. Very good. There is a security in our Krishna consciousness, and as you can see, also from what Narada Muni is giving here, is a security here. So, how do I see a devotee in a male or female body? How do I see? How do I deal with it? For example, especially for our present day, especially, and this particularly also for ISKCON, there are other in those days people live with the disciples in the ashram, a secluded place. They don't have women there. Now we have mixed. Why? This is advanced level of Krishna consciousness which the Prabhupada has given to us, that we have both. Therefore, we should also know the both, that we have both our spirit, soul, both our spirit soul. The man is a spiritual soul, the woman is a spiritual soul, and all of us were expected to go back to Godhead by doing the same thing. We are both of us have to chant, both of us have to keep the principle. We have to follow all the processes. Having known this, we should also know that because of the energy which the two bodies have, they're not the same. There's a difference. We cannot deny that. We cannot deny that the energy is the same. No, these energies are different because Lord Brahma has assembled the body with all the ingredients. They are all the same ingredient, but how he assembled them are different. Like example is given a fire and a butter. So you cannot deny that the butter will not melt before fire, except you yourself have become the fire. Means what? Means you yourself have become a pure devotee. Now you don't see the body. We see only the spirit soul in the body. That means now you are yourself, you are now your fire. Therefore there's no difference. Until we come to that level, we should still give some difference. But not on the body, is said here, relate only when it is necessary. That is in Krishna consciousness. I have a service together. That is necessary. Not beyond that. Not beyond that. It means that it is now my selfish interest. It is no more Krishna's interest. It is no more Guru's interest. It is my own interest. That becomes a disaster. So we should be conscious of that. In this way, we will be successful without transgressing any principle, at the same time, without making unnecessary discrimination that will affect other genders. Does it make sense? So maturity is required. And if we intensify the quality of our sadhana every day, this will help us to develop the inner strength that will be able to stand. We should not become too afraid, and at the same time we should not become too careless. So we balance. If you are too afraid of something, you become conscious of it. You become too conscious of it, you forget the goal and be too conscious of it. So you should not be too conscious, you should not be too afraid, you should not be too attached. The balance. All right. Mr. Vasu Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, my humble
Hare Krishna.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh, thank you very much. It is not a question from myself, but it is a small comment from my spiritual master.
Very good.
My spiritual master, Srila Niranjana Sai Maharaj, according to Brahmacarya Ashram, he said, when I am leaving from your place to another places, I am not dropping you, but I ask leaders of local leaders, some temple presidents, for example, to be my representative for saying your duties to every day, for today, for tomorrow, like this. And it is ISKCON knowledge or experience. Our leaders are the representatives of our spiritual masters, because the duty to give everyday duties to disciples is a duty of leaders. It is my small commentary on my spiritual master.
Thank you very much.
So,
thank you. Rukmani Krishna Prabhu.
My obeisances, Maharaj. Thank you so much. It was very enlivening and enlightening session. And, my question is, Maharaj, in the context of ISKCON, normally devotees join the Brahmacarya Ashram after 25, and the Brahmacarya Ashram is supposed to be over. And by the age of 25, they had all kind of sanskars dealing with the opposite gender, and then to expect some submissiveness, discipline, such high level of discipline and submissiveness, it's very demanding. So in present context, how to apply these principles?
Thank you for your insightful question. Yeah, this is practical, so we have to also give a practical formula. Well, to begin with, Srila Prabhupada said we are making the best use of a bad bargain. The best use of a bad bargain. So we already have so what do? We cannot say, okay, this person has not been a brahmachari before, he has mixed up already. Now I'm joining ISKCON after 30 years, or someone is already married before, has children, and is coming to temple now. So forget about brahmachari life. Don't be brahmachari again. It's usually you are married, you have children, or you have also had many girlfriends before coming to this. So there's no question of brahmachari. You forget about this. You remain householder. No, that is wrong. We cannot do like that. We cannot do like that, because there's nothing wrong to correct the mistake we have made. There's nothing wrong. We cannot remain, I'm useless. Okay, I'm useless since I have already broken a regular principle before. Now I cannot practice Krishna consciousness. I'm useless. No, we cannot say like that. We have been given chance to try. So it is left for us now to try. Take up the challenge. The fire of Bhakti is so strong, and Lord Krishna told Uddhava in 11th canto. Why the fire of Bhakti is so strong? Because I established this process. Therefore, anyone who takes to this process will never fall down, will never fail. It's a success because I established it. So because Krishna established the process, anyone can take it from any level, from any angle. And as Prabhupada said, stick to this process, your success is guaranteed. So Prabhupada is very convinced that this process, the fire of this process is sufficient to burn all the necessary varsanas and narratas which we have accumulated for years. This process can eradicate it, can completely nullify it. That potency is there. And we can see it practically. We can see it practically that many have become successful in following this process, even though the background was the background. We have a wrong background, taking to Krishna consciousness. After we became the whole for regulative principle, now we are taking to Bhakti. The process is working. From my own personal experience, the process is working. If the process is not working, nobody will fall down. Nobody will fall down here because the process is working. That's why we have a fall down. All the places fall down. Fall from where? Because you are up. You are up. So you are coming down. That's his fall. What are taking you up there is the process. And a devotee will never have problem until we step out of the process. That's the only point a devotee will have difficulty. Nobody will have problem in this movement until we step out the principle. For example, if you are standing in a house, rain will not beat you. Rain will beat you only when we step outside the house. So when we go outside our devotional circle, then we have problem. Check, look very carefully. When we fall down, when you say this person fell down, it is not today that person has fallen down. It is not today. The person has fallen long time. It's just that it's becoming obvious today. Why? Because when I stopped going to Mangalarati, that's the day of my fall down. The day I stopped going to Mangalarati, the day I stopped going to classes. I will go to classes only when I'm the one giving the class. That's the day I have fallen. The day I stopped my japa, that's the day I have fallen. It is going to become obvious after some time, but it had already been there that the person has fallen down. Check all the fall downs we have in our system. It is not from that day. It has been there a long time. It's just that we are so impersonal that we don't look at each other, we don't see until it becomes obvious, which is not good for us. We are not brothers and sisters keepers. We are hard-hearted. If our heart is soft, we'll have been able to see a long time before it becomes obvious. Does it make sense?
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, in the last part, my network went away.
Okay.
So, I mean, I couldn't hear your last
I will,
seconds or.
the last thing I would say was that if you look our history in this movement, the persons who have those who fell down, it was not that very day they fell down. They have fallen long time back. It is becoming obvious. And why it is becoming that? Why should we wait until it becomes obvious? Because we are hard-hearted. We are not brothers and sisters keepers. Otherwise, we should also have seen it and help the person to tell the person, see where you are going. It is wrong. If the person refuses, that is the person's problem. But we have done our duty by letting the person know. And when it will happen, we will not be surprised. Not be surprised. Don't be surprised because we have already known. So we should be our brothers and sisters keepers. And that will help us to make advancement and help others also to make advancement.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Prem Bhakti Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet.
Thank you.
Because I am from ISKCON Ujjain. I have a small question, but before that I would like to appreciate your lectures.
Thank you.
The way you speak and you present your lecture is really very inspiring. Personally, I like it very much. So naturally it catches the attention of the listeners. Yeah, thank you very much for your lecture.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, then I would like to ask a question. As you made in the middle of the lecture, you asked Charuchandra Babu regarding taking prasadam by the brahmacharis. Every day at least 2-3 times we are taking prasadam. Already we have taken breakfast, after the class going to take lunch also. But practically we are not asking any permissions from the spiritual master. So how this principle really can be applied in ISKCON at the present context, Maharaj, please?
Thank you. Thank you for. Thank you. So, since the Guru did not tell us not to take or to take, so we should go ahead and take. Don't worry. So we have automatic blessing to take. So we should go ahead and take. And a brahmachari should not eat 3 times. Brahmachari should eat 2 times, not 3 times. 3 times is sense gratification. Brahmachari should be austere. The day what I'm saying in this con is also not helping much. I'm saying from my heart. I'm saying from my heart. At our time, in the daytime, we are not in the temple. We are in the field. Doing Sankirtan, Buddhism, and preaching. We come back in the evening, take a shower, take prasadam, get ready for heavy kirtan, and lecture. Bhagavad we go to bed. So it's very sweet life. But now we stay in the temple. What do we do? To sit down and do seminars and the seminars. So we are using that to cover. And it's also the same thing, sitting down, which is laziness for 2 hours, for 3 hours. We are replacing the bona fide system with a laziness. So you see, Brahmachari, look at your face, looking very sweet. See, my face is not sweet. You're going to eat in 3 times, eating all at once. So it's practical. This is a practical thing. Eat 2 times, not 3 times. Hare Krishna. Don't say, this one Ubacha. This is not Ubacha. This is it's a practical. This is practical thing for Brahmachari. So thank you very much for your nice question. So it should take prasada. It should take prasada. If Valmiki Prabhu is the last question before we go. Our time is we have 5 minutes left. Valmiki Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, dear Maharaj, please accept my very humble obeisances, all glories to Prabhupada.
Yeah.
I feel in my heart that I really have to say this appreciation. Although I'm not qualified to glorify your person, Maharaj, but I really like your class, and I'm confident that all sannyas candidates agreed with me. And I have to say also one thing, that your type of preaching is really changing my heart. You have that potency, and I'm very happy that Krishna sent you to my life. I feel very fortunate that you are my teacher, and I'm looking forward, Maharaj, to have your association as much as possible, and please kindly bless this conditioned soul to preach in the future at least 1% from your power. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
very much. We are grateful to Prabhupada who gave us all this opportunity to be of service. Thank you. Thank you for being with us. All right. We wish all of you sannyas candidates success, and that is why we are trying to be here with all of you to make sure we do the right thing, because we are going to lead this movement. My body is already old, and many people are also like this. So we want the future leaders who are going to push this movement forward. Therefore, it is very, very important for us to invest in our future leaders. That is necessary. Investment. And since all of you have make your sacrifice to become a sannyasi, a preacher, the future hope of the movement, it is necessary, it is compulsory for us to invest sufficiently in all of us, in all of you, so that you know what you're supposed to do, and you know how to do it, and you can do it effectively. My spiritual master advice is that a sannyasi should not visit anywhere, a temple, anywhere we go for preaching. We should not just visit a place to just go and eat. We should visit a place and the devotees will feel our presence. We should be able to elevate their Krishna consciousness. That is a sannyasi. And how will we be able to do that if we are not understanding what we are trying to do? Like His Holiness Prahlad Maharaj, he brought this purpose-driven Krishna conscious life. Purpose-driven. So we have a purpose for being a sannyasi. We have a purpose for being a devotee. With that purpose, we will build on it, and the foundation will be very strong, like Prabhupada himself. The empowerment will come, and then will be his benefit, a powerful representative. So we wish all of you success. I will pray there will be a bona fide sannyasi that will represent Srila Prabhupada the way he is pleased and happy with. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Bhakti Damodara Swami Maharaj.